There is only one thing standing between you and the life of your dreams, and I'm going to share with you what that thing is and how to overcome it starting today. It's Jim, y'all, and I help people find their peace, their purpose, and their prosperity in life. I've helped so many people through the course of my life to do that, and I can help you as well. If that sounds like something you're into, subscribe below, give this video a like, and leave me a comment. I'd love to get to know you a little bit better. Tell me what you think about all this. Let's get into it. So what is the one thing? The one thing is really a three-letter word, and it's Y-O-U. You are standing in your way, and I know that because just a few years ago, I was standing in my way to living the life of my dreams. I was working in this dank little factory. I was closed in and boxed in and squeaking along like a little mouse, hoping to work my way into the corporate side of that company. And for about a year, I tried to do that. And there's another video you can look here. I'll tag it at the end, actually, below, where I tell you all about that and how I kind of got out of that life. But I worked for so long to get what I thought would be a dream job in that company. And I went in, it opened up, I interviewed, and it dematerialized right in front of my face. And that moved me out of my comfort zone. It caused me to let go, to surrender. That's a lot of what we talk about on this channel, and just to open my life up to new opportunities. And it was then I got into sales. And today, 6 years later, 7 years later, I'm making more money than I ever dreamed was possible to make in my life. I'm shaping my life now into the life of my dreams. I'm learning more and more about this, just like you are, as I go. But man, am I making leaps and bounds. And now I shape my destiny. I don't let anybody else control it, but me and you can do the same thing. But how do you get out of your way? Well, it really comes down to letting go of your limiting beliefs. See, all of us have this pre-programming that's gone on in our subconscious. The subconscious part of your mind runs about 90 to 95% of everything you do, think, and are. There's just a very small portion of your brain physically that's really working in the thinking mode and the day-to-day tasks where you're being you. About 90 to 95% of you is running on your subconscious, and you've pre-programmed it to think what you think about yourself, to live the way you lived your life, and to believe the things you believed. But the great news is it's just like a computer hard drive. It can be reprogrammed, and you can learn to pass yourself on the track of life. I love racing, and I play a lot of Formula One and racing games. I have one of those steering wheels and the whole setup where you can race. And when you're learning to play racing games, there is this mode that you can go into where there's a ghost car. And as you make a lap around the track, you get one complete. It puts a ghost car out there, and it's your last lap, but your car just looks a little bit transparent. And your goal is to beat yourself on the track. And then so many times when I'm in that ghost car mode, I have successfully figured out how to go around myself and get faster and faster times and outrun myself. That's exactly what you need to do to overcome your limiting beliefs. You need to pass yourself on the track of life. It is not your boss. It is not your significant other. It is not your circumstances, and it is definitely not your bank account that's holding you back. The only thing holding you back in this life is yourself, your limiting beliefs. And when you learn what it means to let go of those limiting beliefs, to start telling yourself who you really are and who you really can be and what you really can do, nothing, and I mean nothing, is off the table. When I first came into sales, I was a little timid in that, getting started. I thought, I've had people tell me I should do this, but because of my pre-programming and what I'd told my subconscious for so many years that I was less and not as good as the other guy, I really struggled to believe that. Well, after I sold my first car, I began to believe, hey, I can do this. And then I began to get better and better and better. And pretty soon I was the second guy at our dealership. And pretty soon after that, I'm the first guy in sales at our dealership. And I'm known throughout our group. We have 16 stores, as one of the top guys in our whole group, top people. Why is that? One thing and one thing only: I began to believe I could. And do you know what happened after I started believing I could? I did. And I was able to let go of all kinds of limiting beliefs about other areas of my life. So much so that car sales quit being a passion for me, and now I manifest car sales easily. It's easy for me to have a great month every month because I'm not worried about it. I'm not stressed. I don't feel like I can't. I know I can. I don't feel like I'm going to be last. I know I'm going to be first. I got a Ricky Bobby mentality from Talladega Nights when it comes to selling cars. If you ain't first, you're last. And it's become easy for me. And what that taught me was that is the way it is in every avenue of your life. You've just got to learn to pass that ghost car that's the old you, your old lap, and do better and better. And the more you do it, the more you start to believe in yourself and your ability and the things that are in your mind. Now, I want to give you a bonus tip here at the very end. If you're worried about how this is all going to work out for you, there is a desire inside of you. Maybe you're one of those people who say, well, I don't really know what I want to do or be, or maybe you're at that age right now, you're trying to figure that out. Or maybe you're at my age and you're looking back thinking, man, I climbed this ladder and realized I got to the top and it's leaning against the wrong building and I want another building. Nothing is off the table. Here is the bonus tip. The desires that you have deep down in you, if it's a desire to live in an exotic location, or a desire to start a dream business, or a desire to have a dream person in your life, that desire is in you, put there by source and co-created by you to be the thing that you're destined to be and to have. And that's why I believe anybody can have peace, purpose, and prosperity in their life. I believe you're destined for the desires that you have. You've just got to pass your own ghost car on the track of your life. You just got to get out of the way.